Hey everyone, Senrai here, back with another episode of Jahy-sama wa Kujikenai. And last episode, we got a bit of focus on the whole Dark Lord slash Kyoko stuff. Their dynamic, them living together, and Kyoko taking care of her as a good mama, and the Demon King, Dark Lord, Mao person just eating all of her food, including her bento. Like, she came to give her the bento, but she just ate it instead, which really should surprise no one. But what was a little bit surprising is we learned there actually might be a bit of a different motivation for our Dark Lord to be hanging around, and that is kind of like protecting Kyoko from, I guess, the entity that's responsible for the magical girl stuff, because there's obviously some kind of conflict there going on behind the shadows, behind the curtains, which is pretty cool. We also got Druj and Kyoko butting heads, which was great. Not as long as I would have liked, but great. That's what she said. So, let's jump into the episode and see how things go. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Actually worked that time? Okay. That's why some people don't bother with such things. You just close your eyes and grab something out of your closet and hope for the best. That's how I roll. It takes a special kind of person to wear that outfit every day outside. If only. Oh no. Sounds like a... Wow. I kind of love all those outfits on her. Of course she did. That is a thing she would do. I guess that's to be expected as well. Man, is there anything Druj can't do? Half the time I feel like Druj should be Jahy's boss. Like, she's definitely capable. She just, I think, lacks the drive, the motivation. She likes her role, beneath Jahy, if you know what I mean. Also, yeah, I think last episode there was some Salwa traps that were not effective at all against Kyoko. My cat's just kind of cleaning himself over there on my bed. It's kind of funny when you talk about the idea of fashion in regards to Jahy-sama, because she, at home, just kind of wears a baggy t-shirt. Restoration plan. The great Jahy can't sleep. Okay. Ain't that the truth? Good thing to clarify. Yeah, I think she misses working under Jahy. I think that's what was going on in her mind there. The good old days. But we need you, ma'am. She's gonna see Jahy working. Or Kyoko working. I guess that works too. I don't think this is what she was expecting. There's Jahy. She comes out, and now she has a new problem to deal with. You know, I thought I'd give her a job at my establishment, you know, because I'm just so nice like that. So, is Drew's gonna try to swing and get in a job here? Oh, Yoda, don't say that. She's so doing this on purpose. Man, she can be savage. Oh, I love the animation on that. Fight, fight, fight! Did that... It's depending on who you ask. So yeah, we're not gonna destroy the place today. Is she gonna... Yeah, what would we do without such a valuable employee? I mean, she's cute. Do you need a better reason to hire someone? Character development. I mean, there's a little bit of it there left somewhere deep down. Oh, we're gonna get some scolding. Yeah. She's starting to connect some dots in her head. I really do think she's gonna try to work here. It's like, yeah, Jahy-sama scolds me, but not you. As always, Hanakana's voice acting, I love it so much. Detailed abuse, the best kind. Man, that sound, though. Yeah, you better go in there and claim your territory. Fight for your master. Yes, it's just for you. Is that smile as her head is just very gifable. Her mind must be an interesting place to live. What? That's a good question. And Jahy with no context is just wondering what the heck she's on about. This where you say, I'm glad to be of help. Yes, you are a great boss lady person. Corporate boss lady person. She's got it all figured out. Just smile and nod. I do think Drew might be my favorite character in this show. Like, Jahy herself is great. And, Tensho and Landlady are all great, but just, I don't know. Drew is just kind of on another level. Good thing. Yeah, I mean, it all kind of worked out, so. Busy life, huh? You glad you don't have a cat that likes to wake you up in 3 in the morning. Need to get a new bed. That's clearly the issue. That sounds about right. You do wash this thing, right? I'm sure you do, but do you have money for it? Oh, God. Someone get this girl a stepladder. Yeah, I actually have a weighted blanket, so I kind of get that. Oh, wow. That would not fit in my room. Kaksa, komaru desu kedo. So, I mean, I guess I'd buy it at that point. I mean, it's proven its value. And the money. Okay, guess she got it. What an exciting story. It even sparkles, so yeah, it probably is pretty good. Like, I bought a new bed fairly recently, and mine doesn't sparkle. No, no, it's a good bed. Did you not see the sparkles? But maybe it's a good futon? Is she gonna fall asleep? Smug tone of voice. Is she asleep? Okay. Well, you know what to do, Jahy. Crawl into bed next to her. Wow, she actually did it, sort of. And there we go. Jahy is so good at just following through with my instructions. I appreciate that. And then I bet she's gonna join them too. Just everyone is gonna be drawn to her like a magnet. So yeah, it's Tenjo on one side, Landlady on the other side, and she's in like the best sandwich ever. Like, God. Oh well, I guess there was a limit to how good this thing could get. Fair enough. Uh, that's not good. Do you even give her rent to begin with? Okay, okay. That sounds like a great idea. It's been far too long. Right, so probably before the show started. Well, before the show really got rolling, I mean. Oh my god, that impression. Please do that again. Because, yeah, when she first got it, she was probably really bad in that regard. Yeah. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I. I mean, I just. Wow, that is something. We were just playing just dress up a Jahy now. I really wasn't ready for this. Oh god. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Some of these outfit makers look so young. That's definitely true. Dress properly. She is way too good to her. Would you? Still the best outfit. No beating that. I trust you not to murder me with your magic. Yeah, you know, like the kanji forever, you know that thing? She was asleep at Jahy not too long ago. Okay, this is pretty much what I wanted, so. I mean, it's technically two different futons, looks like, but still, basically what I wanted, so I'm happy. I would jump on that offer. It really does come across as those two are her mothers whenever we have these kind of scenes. I know I'm not alone in thinking that. Damn. Man, the abuse. Are they just both, or what the heck happened? No, seriously, what happened? What? I, I um, yeah, I was pretty sure it was gonna happen again, or whatever it was. Now I know why she didn't want to live with him. Man, I know some people can move in their sleep, but damn, that might have been even worse than Miyane from Wataten. Yeah, it might have been worse. Yeah, really did not see that coming. Ooh, I know I've been drinking water a lot, but I am quite thirsty. Still continue to really enjoy this show. And we didn't get much of her this episode, but that's okay. We got plenty of her last episode. And Stinger? Salwa? Be thinking she's all cool walking out of the fog. Next time for sure. Do your best. What a brilliant idea. So you guys having some volunteer work back there? That's not Jahy, that's a can. I think you're the only one that would think of yourself as terrifying. Yes, look at our terrifying demon. You know, doing volunteer work, helping out the city. That would be pretty bad. I don't think he'll do it though. Did she lose something? Possibly her mother. That'd be an interesting plot development. But she's probably gonna help her find her mother in the end. Like, it's a cool walk, but like, this is odd disconnect between her actions and words. We did a good we did a good job subjugating her. Well, yeah, I mean, mostly. I disagree. There's something next to you. Oh, an old lady, okay. Who she's naturally helping out. And helping an old lady cross the street, another classic Good Samaritan action in anime. I think the only thing she's missing is getting a kite out of a tree. Maybe that's next. Or a cat out of a tree. Either one works. I have no words, honestly. What the heck is that? Is this the entity that... Yeah, this is... Yeah, same entity that manipulated Kyoko. She's so evil, she gets worthy to be a magical girl. Is she actually gonna become a magical girl? Like, is that really where this is going? Because that's kind of ridiculous and insane and amazing. Because I want to see her do a magical girl transformation. Okay, Sir Salwa will not lose. I mean, yeah, basically it's the title of the show has to be put Salwa-san instead of Jahy-sama. Right? Basically, more or less. I mean, it's not exactly the same, it's lose and rather than give up, but basically the same thing. Anyway. Anyway, that was the 17th episode of Jahy-sama wa Kujikenai. And, wow, where do I even start with this episode? It felt like so much happened. I'll have to actually take a second to remember what happened in the very beginning. Yeah, it was the Druge stuff. Whew, okay, Druge. Where do I start with Druge? I mean, she's, at a certain point in the episode, she talked about how she's really assimilated into human society, right? Which is definitely a big thing, because Jahy has been kind of like been dragged kicking and screaming to become a functioning member of human society, right? She really clings on to her pride as Demon World's #2, right? Even though at this point she's like mostly integrated, like most of her resistance to it is just kind of like a surface level, you know, like I might be doing all these things, but I'm not really one of you guys yet, you know, like it's that kind of tsundere level resistance to it, but she's mostly become a proper member of human society. But yeah, from the forefront, it seemed like Druge was much more accepting of that, and as a result, she was able to like really rise to the 1%, get her fancy company and the big bucks and all these employees, and pretty much seemingly successful in any venture she goes for, right? So that's kind of like that's her, and she really does long for the good old days, though, the Jahy-sama days. She goes to go visit Jahy at Jahy's establishment and sees Kyoko working there, and she wasn't a big fan of that. And Kyoko, like, really trying to rub her nose in it. You know, like, yeah, we're here together, all nights together, and, just, like, really trying to, double meaning things, right? Make it sound a lot more intimate between them than it actually is, because it's just them co-working together at the same establishment. But yeah, really very deliberately trying to grind Druge's gears, because they're like rival characters to each other, and Druge is over here feeling like she's getting replaced, which has always been the reason for her antagonism towards Kyoko, right? Just some lowly human being taken up as Jahy's subordinate instead of her. Like she's never been a big fan of any of that. And after she went in there, she just went on this whole I don't even know what you call it. She just all these mental gymnastics, all this stuff to try to like figure out Jahy's true intentions and all that. I don't even know how to summarize all that, but it was funny in the end because she just like came to terms with some stuff in her own head and being all happy like she overcame something and smiling, and Jahy's just standing over there, no idea about any of that stuff. So that was all great. But yes, Jahy definitely has changed a lot since she came to the human world, but there is still some of that Jahy-ness there as she scolds Kyoko, who definitely enjoys it, no doubt. So that was all good stuff to watch. And then we got the bed stuff, right? I don't know if I have too much to say about the bed stuff, really, but I just find it funny if they have a light section, a heavy section for beds and stuff. But, like, also, just, it would be great if Jahy tried to, like, fit her like, Demon World bed into that tiny apartment, because it would, like, take up the whole thing and probably break a lot of the walls in the getting into it process. So that would be something. And also she fell asleep in the bed, which I think was slightly awkward for the employee. But in the end, she got the sale, right? He did buy a bed, and she seemed to be pretty happy with it. When we got landlady kind of like criticizing it, talking about her being scammed and stuff like that, I thought maybe there was going to be a thing where Jahy finds out that the bed really is pretty terrible. But it actually did not go in that direction. She's not Tencho. Landlady actually went into the bed and fell asleep herself, much like Jahy did in the store. And then I was like, Jahy, jump in bed with her because it'd be cute, it'd be great. And she actually did it. I mean, it wasn't exactly how I imagined it. She was like trying to get around and stuff, but end result was fine as it is. So we indeed got to see the two of them sleep together in Jahy's apartment, which is certainly one way to pay her rent, for sure. And then we had Tencho actually walk in, and I was hoping she would join them, and she didn't, which was initially disappointing. But luckily, later on in the episode, they did get our sister sandwich. So in the end, I was happy, right? I'll take what I can get. But I did like the reminiscing of when Jahy first showed up, right? Because, yeah, I'm sure it was quite something trying to deal with her. Jahy-sama that's like fresh out of Demon World. It still has 100% of that demon pride and all that. And also the what's the word I'm looking for? Not fully accepted her circumstances. Denial, right? Like, it's still in that stage, right? Where she's still, coming to terms with her situation, like the early part of that. I'm sure she was really difficult to deal with, but just their impression, especially Tencho's impression of Jahy, was great. And then we even had a fashion show for Jahy, wearing all those tiny clothes, and she just like has the same expression as the outfits change. But yeah, that was something. That was definitely something. And then we slept together, which was great, but also that's when the abuse started. Like just just destroy Jahy. And she like tries to fix it all up and she just does it again. And yeah, we got to see why Jahy did not want to stay here. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. We had a fairly long stinger. Like, I don't think it's anything, but I was kind of like, I kept expecting it to end, but it like kept going because I guess just a big portion of time was dedicated towards the stinger. But I mean, there was pretty much one main gag of this, which was Salwa talking about what an evil demon she is while doing good deeds, which is funny on its own, but it became more worth it once we got the actual end of it, which was the whatever entity it is that made Kyoko into a magical girl and gave her the mission, apparently also went towards Salwa for similar reasons, you know, goodness in them and giving them a chance to, giving them magic to do good with, right? And that's funny because she clearly considers herself this evil demon, but clearly was good enough to be gifted the magical girl power, which usually is associated with pure, young, nice, kind, helpful girls, right? That's usually how it is, especially if you watch Precure shows. But yeah, not something you would usually give to an evil demon. So the fact that she was worthy of that is quite something. Like she didn't actually become a magical girl in the episode itself, but I do think it's heavily implied that she was given the ability to do so. So hopefully we do see a magical girl transformation from her next episode, because that in itself would be, I would love to see that. I really would. Also, the little girl not knowing whether or not to call her Oni-chan. Oni-chan was also fairly funny because she is, yeah, very androgynous. Look to her, the short hair, the flat chest. You know, a girl that age would not be sure which she was. And I don't think she even clarified, so I guess forever she will just be left wondering. But yeah, good episode. Definitely a good episode. A lot of funny stuff, a lot of cute stuff, a lot of just plot advancing stuff, especially with that very end there. Very, very interesting implications for the future, as well as a lot of just, yeah, character development kind of stuff. You know, the whole thing with Drush going off in her head, and Jahy, and the sisters kind of reminiscing about when they first met Jahy. Just a lot of good stuff all around in this episode, so I enjoyed it. But yeah, if you enjoyed my reaction to the episode, I hope you click the like button, subscribe, Patreon, all that good stuff, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.